We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cloud English Podcast. Mushroom was just giving me lighting notes. Stay. Be careful about my position, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that makes sense. And maybe we can change. Maybe you can be on this side next time. We can give that a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're comfortable with. We got a couple things to do. We have to get, I think, a new mic because this mic is not designed for two people. And we might need a different lighting setup because this is where I usually do record the podcast. And I'm usually by myself. So we just make some adjustments. All right, well, welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's Saturday, November 5th. 2032, and it's Thanksgiving is coming up. Halloween is in the past. Anything you want to mention about Halloween?
I'm gonna get a very cool costume next year.
Next year. Well, we always debate about that. She wants to get a yard decoration, a Halloween yard decoration, and I think they look cheap and crappy, even the good ones. I think there are no good Halloween decorations besides pumpkins. Pumpkins are classy because they're real, but anything made of plastic, anything like that. Our neighbor has a giant ghoul, and it looks very good quality. It's probably $500, but I still think it looks bad.
It's really cool.
Well, I wanted to show you this very quickly, Mushroom, before we kind of get started. Do you know about? I just came across this morning, so I want to share it. Do you know about AI art generators? You know how you can put in keywords, like give me something. For example, this one I did this morning. I searched dinosaurs in the snow, and this is what I got. This is called neural.love, and you can do several free ones before you have to sign up for a plan. These are the ones I got. I searched. So this is generated by AI. I want to show you one, but first, can you give me one? Anything. Donkeys eating cheesecake. Anything you want. Anything. Just a short description. It can't be a specific name. Like you can't say circle eating chicken because it doesn't know what a circle is, right? It's our cat's name.
How about the tiger eating pizza?
Tiger, a tiger or the tiger?
The tiger.
The tiger. One tiger, or you want multiple tigers?
Multiple tigers.
Okay, let's just say several tigers eating pizza, and you want it to be a painting, anime, sci-fi, photo. A photo. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Generating, waiting. It's going to generate 4 images of hopefully tigers eating pizza. While that's going, so this is one that's been going around the internet. Someone put salmon in a river. You know how salmon's... Oh, here we go. Okay, well, we got a tiger, but there's no pizza. Okay, there's a pizza on the ground. That's pretty good. That's not bad. They seem to be enjoying that. This is generated. This this didn't exist before. We just created it. We literally just created it. Got something wrong with his head there a little bit. So, bit of it. Whoa, look at this one's body is kind of weirdly long, right? What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on down here? Are those tiger boobies?
Probably.
Yeah, that's interesting. And also, wait a second. Are there too many legs on this tiger?
Wait.
Is this
leg has belong to...
I think it's messed up the legs. I think it has a leg on its neck that's not supposed to be there. Or something. Something's wrong with this one. This one's just terrible. There's no pizza anywhere. Anyway, so somebody generated salmon in a river. So when salmon swim up the river, right, every year. So if you visualize that, can you picture that? Maybe bears eating it, or it's swimming up the river, right? The salmon fish. Okay, you ready? came up with it. It didn't know that, I guess it had all of its training data. It had more salmon fillets?
Salmon from the Japanese restaurant.
Yeah, or sushi salmon instead of actually the fish salmon. So it kind of made a mistake there. So this is the one on the top right. And this one, actually no, the one on the bottom left is great because it's actually jumping like a salmon. Okay, anyway. We have a couple things we're going to get to. We're going to do a tier list, a days of the week tier list. And I'll be listening to you more on that one because I think your opinion matters more than me on days of the week. And then we're going to do a space quiz, which we'll get to. But first, I think we could talk a bit about the...
Can you stop sharing that salmon?
Why though? I think we could share a bit about the... Yeah, fair enough. About the car situation. You want to talk about that first?
You can talk about that.
So we mentioned last week that we were waiting to pick up a new car, and we got a notice right before we did the podcast that it was ready, and so the next day I went to pick it up. So now we have a new car. It's the first time I think I've ever owned or had a new car in my entire life.
That was on your birthday.
On my birthday, yeah. It wasn't actually for my birthday, but it happened to be ready on my birthday. So what do you think about having a new car? The experience overall.
I mean, it smells new.
It smells nice. It smells
really
very good. Yeah.
I like the new car because you can try different things and get used to the new car, the functions,
Yeah.
There's a lot of new functionalities that you want to figure that out, and it's a pretty fun process.
Yeah, learning about all the features and functionality is very cool.
Right.
What do you think about... Right, so what happened was the title today is The Car Is Gone, but actually it's that the old car is gone. So that's it. Because we felt like we didn't need to have two cars. So we had an old car. And when you get a car, you have to do a down payment or a deposit. And so we just used the old car as the down payment for the new car. Instead of having to pay money, they just say, okay, it's worth this much, and you trade it in, and then they take it and they sell it somewhere. And that's how it works. So we had our older car for 3 years, and then we traded it in. And once it starts to get close to 100,000 miles, the value really starts to go down. So if we had kept that car, the value would have just kept going down and down. So my feeling was I wanted to trade it in while it still had pretty good value, had about 75,000 miles on it. And so I think we got a pretty good amount for it. So that's what happened with the car.
I miss that car.
You miss Bergendorf? We named it Bergendorf. Yeah, me too. But for now, I think we'll be good with one car. What do you think about going from not needing a car, because for a while living in the city we just used public transportation, to having one? Do you ever miss taking more public transportation? Excuse me.
I don't miss the public transportation, especially in New York City.
Do you have any memories that pop out from when because you used to take the subway to work? You used to take a bus to work?
I used to live in New York City.
Yeah.
We lived in New York City for 6 years. I worked for 6 years while we were living in New York City.
Yeah.
I have to take the train everywhere that I need to go. The train smells really bad. And there are a lot of crazy things happen sometimes. And it's so many delays.
Yeah, that's a lot of delays. And it's delays for stupid things, like there's someone threw some trash on the tracks and it's on fire now. Track fires.
I mean, that makes sense, but mostly is because the train is so old and it's always have constructions, especially on the weekend.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Monday to Friday, sometimes they have to fix some urgency stuff, so construction related situation. So they have to. Sometimes the line is messed up, so you have to get off and get onto the other train and then transfer to another train in order to get your company. So it's really causing delay for so many reasons. Sometimes just the train just stopped there, for some reason, and then on the weekend, usually the train is not aligned with the lines supposed to stop and supposed to go.
They'll just announce randomly the E train will be running on the R line for some for no
For
reason.
some reasons.
Yeah, they don't explain it.
Due to the construction.
Yeah, due to reasons that we don't know.
And then the trains, in the summer, the platform smells really, really bad.
It smells like pee. You can just say it smells like pee.
Smell like a pee. And it's really, really hot in the summer. But in the train, if you get on the train, actually it's pretty good. A lot of homeless people stay in how can I say that?
One car. So
one car, yeah.
This would be a common situation, and it's quite sad, of course. But so during the winter time, it's pretty warm in the trains. So you have a homeless person who sleeps in here, but because they haven't showered in a very long time, it can smell very bad. So the reason this is empty is you see a lot of people there. It's empty because it smells bad. It's just very sad.
A lot of people are asking money. I'm looking for a job, guys.
Yeah, you have more subway experience than I do because you went to work every day.
Correct.
On the subway. I remember there were a couple of times where you fainted on the train, or you almost fainted, right? You felt lightheaded or something.
Yeah, I was really weird. I have to get off the train because I think it didn't really have a lot of air coming in, so I felt a little dizzy, and I have to get off the train. I have to message my manager that I might just late for work.
So this is a common scene. I mean, it's kind of gross down there. The subway is pretty dirty. It's a bit gross. I do kind of miss it though sometimes. Something about it. It's charming in a way.
Yeah.
Just a regular. Is that a lady with a gun there? No, that's an umbrella, I think. You don't see people with guns on the subway. Well, I think one thing in America about transportation is that it's a very clear distinction between people who live in the city versus people who live in the suburbs or the countryside. If you live in the city, it depends on what city, but if you live in a pretty big city like New York City or Chicago, you don't need to own a car. You can live pretty comfortably without a car. But if you live in the suburbs or you live in the countryside, you have to have a car. There's no choice. You must have one. And that's not normal for a lot of countries. I feel like in the suburbs, there are a lot of trains going out and then a bus that connects to the train. We have kind of less of that. In China, it's not like that, right? I mean, a lot of people just take public transportation. In Chinese cities?
Yeah.
What do you think about having to drive everywhere, or us having to drive everywhere?
I like it. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But you do want to do some exercise. I take the train every day. I take that part as my daily cardio. I think that's pretty good. But now we don't have it, and you have to, But I like it. I don't like the subway.
I think New Yorkers walk more than people in other cities because you have to go from train to train. Apparently the subways are getting worse.
I think the train's also a little pricey. That's why a lot of people walking. Because per ride, right? It's like $3.
It's about $3 per ride. Yeah, I think.
Right.
But I mean, I think that's pretty normal, right? That's not insanely expensive, right?
But yeah, that's not expensive. But if you have many spot you want to go, so that cost $20 per day or
Right. You can get a monthly pass if you still want to.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
the kind of crazy thing is that, yeah, you can pay one by one, but if you want to get a monthly card, you have to buy a physical yellow card thing, which
Not anymore. I don't think are they still selling the?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they are.
Really?
Yeah, they still have those machines. If you want a monthly pass, I think you have to still buy a card. I think if you pay with your phone, you can only do one ride.
I wonder how many people are still buying the monthly card because a lot of people work hybrid. Like they don't have to go to office.
Maybe 2 days a
daily?
week. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw a lot of people just use their phone and scan. Pay
It's so convenient
by
to just
time.
tap and pay. Yeah. I think in 2020 they started rolling out that for buses and trains. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, maybe the MTA is losing money. Oh well, I don't care. They're very unorganized, and they need to have some pressure, I think.
Can we see some questions if
Well,
they're...
we'll see. I mean, we just started, so we'll I think we'll get some We'll have some questions later. We'll get to those.
There is no questions.
There might be, but I will check. I will check in a minute. I will check in a minute. I want to do... We have a couple things I have planned. So first, we're going to do a day of the week tier list. We're going to rank days of the week.
I know.
You already know?
Yeah.
But okay, but we have to agree.
Why do
It's
we
not
need
just
to
your
agree?
opinion. I have to agree. This
Why
is
do
a
we
consensus.
need to agree?
Because I don't want to make two lists.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna make one and I'm gonna make one, and then we. Okay.
No, because if I make one,
But you work for yourself.
Yeah.
I work for a company.
Yeah.
It's different mindset.
I know, but we have to imagine we have to blend our brains together based on our life together. Which day of the week? Which days of the week?
Probably 90% of listen to mine.
I think it will. Yes, it will skew more toward your opinion. Then I have made a quiz, a space quiz, because we've been looking at stuff through the telescope, and I've been telling you some things about space. I've made a quiz.
You didn't give me a story yesterday.
I did.
No.
I told you about I told you about how I drew the picture for you. That was yesterday, right?
Not before bed.
Huh?
Doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't count. It has to be specifically before.
Right.
Okay. Well, just tell me when the window is, and then I'll know.
Okay.
Okay. So, day of the week tier list. Let's go over here. I mean, this is pretty simple. I was thinking about doing another one, but I want to keep it simple.
Can you tell me what is SABC?
So S tier is the top day of the week, or the top thing, right? So this website is cool. It's called Tier Maker. So for example, you can make your own and upload your own pictures, or you can say, for example, Marvel movies, and you can rank them. You can move them around. Based on your opinion, where does Captain Marvel go? Likeable, not okay, right? But I want to do days of the week because it's pretty simple. And so basically all we have to do is drag these up here. S is obviously the top, by far the top. And then A is very good.
A? Okay.
B is, and you can look here if you want as well. B is, kind of not bad. C is not great, and then D is terrible. Okay. And we've got
I feel like the
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's not start with Monday, because I feel like that's not fair. Let's start with Wednesday. Okay, where do you feel Wednesday goes?
I don't know. I think this is my opinion. We should think about what is your favorite, and then
You want to start with the best and go to the worst, or start with the worst? No, let's start with the worst and go to the best.
let's start the best.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what's the best day of the week? What should we start with?
Friday.
Okay. Friday is S tier. Friday is S.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Friday S instead of Saturday? Because if you think about it, you really only have Friday night to enjoy Friday, and Friday you still have to work. You still have the routine, so it is a work day. It's a day that you work.
But it's the most
So-
exciting day of the week because you're
Yeah.
thinking Saturday and Sunday is coming. So Friday in the afternoon, nobody work. I mean, people work if they're busy, but most of the people are just really happy about, the weekend is coming. They start planning things. Emotionally, I think Friday is the most happy day in the.
I need to
Friday.
ask a question. Okay, so is all about the emotions, or does it have anything to do with activities? Let's say, for example, you have a little phrase that you use. You say my happy Friday. We need to do this for my
Wait,
happy Friday.
Let's do Friday and Saturday.
No, hold on. We can't. Hold on. Wait. I need to know if Friday is good because of the emotions or if it depends at all on any activities. Like, let's say it's Friday, but you don't go out and do anything on Friday night. There's no dinner. You just stay home. Is Friday still the best? Or is it all about the fact that it's Friday and the week is ending and you can do whatever you want? You know what I mean?
I think Friday is still my favorite day.
Okay, so even if you don't go out for dinner on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
because that's usually a day that we go out for dinner. Okay, all right. I can't argue with that. I mean, I think Saturday is better, but all right, let's go with Friday. What's number 2?
Saturday.
Saturday is number 2. All right. So is Saturday A or is Saturday
Are
S
we
tier?
going to? Okay, let's just roughly put things together and then we think about it.
All right.
and
Let's do a rough.
rearrange.
All right, let's do a rough stat. That's
Why
good.
do we need to be
That's fair.
certain?
That's fair. Okay, so Saturday is Saturday A or S?
S.
S tier. All right. Let's do
Can we put Sunday at D?
Sunday is D.
Right.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Where's Tuesday? How's Tuesday for you?
D.
Well, Tuesday is your no meetings day.
Right.
It's still D? Wait, are all the weekdays going to be D?
Wait. Put back.
Okay.
Thursday can be A.
Thursday is A? That's pretty high. Okay.
Thursday because Thursday is basically your sync up with other team.
No, let's talk through it once we get there. Okay, let's just put these other ones
It's a
up
big
there.
debate for this.
Let's throw these up first, and then we can move them around. Wednesday's got to be B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday. C. And then Monday.
D.
Monday is D. So Sunday and Monday are D, and then it goes upward, and then Friday and Saturday are equal. Okay.
Makes sense.
This is, I mean, yeah. Okay, so but Friday and Saturday, what makes them the same for you? Why is Saturday as good as Friday? I understand your point about Friday, but what makes Saturday?
Saturday because you have a happy day on Friday and then you don't have to work on Sunday. So Saturday I think Saturday could be the most happy day.
So Saturday is good because of what you actually do on Saturday and that you're free, and Friday is good because of your emotions, your excitement that it's Friday and you have 2 days coming up of freedom.
Correct. The reason that I make Friday as the happiest day in a week because Friday in the evening usually people will go out for a drink or
Right.
do some activities. It's starting on Friday and then you have one night of not thinking about the other day, you need to go to work. So you have 2 days free. So it's kind of celebrating about Saturday and then Sunday. You have 2 days. And then when roll over to Saturday, you would think about, okay, I have to do things. Otherwise, I don't have time. And Sunday, and a Sunday night is okay because you don't have any extra night that you don't have to go to work the other day.
Right.
You
But
know?
that's why Sunday's the worst then, because it's not about.
Correct.
But okay, here's my question about why you put Sunday on D. Because I feel like Sunday, I agree with most of this. Okay, so personally, I would put Thursday down here at B, and then I think the rest is fine. But I disagree on Sunday. Sunday you don't like because you have a work day coming up, right? You have to work on Monday, and so you know that feeling. But you can do a lot of cool stuff on Sunday. You can have brunch, you can go for a walk, you can relax, you can read, you can watch
That's true.
movies. I feel like that you're treating Sunday unfairly just because of the negative feeling of the day before Monday. You know, I think
Can we interact with all the people here?
All right, we can see what people think. Actually, you know what I can do? I'm curious. I could share this. Actually, we could do a poll. Hey everybody, welcome. We have some people here. What's happening? You're looking at salmon. Yeah, that's right. What is a suburb for America? I've heard a suburb in America can be over an hour away from a major city. Yeah, that's right. Suburbs can be far away from the city. Yeah, you can. Not only in America though. Beijing, the suburbs are. You drive 2 hours to get into the suburbs because the traffic is so heavy, right?
Right. It's same as New York.
Yeah, it's the same as New York. I think most big cities around the world are pretty similar. I'm gonna share the weekday tier list if anyone wants to do it, or let us know if you have any questions or want to do it yourself. How do I share this? One sec. I think I just have to paste it into the chat. I'll just pop it into the chat. If you're watching not on YouTube, so sorry. I have to just post it in YouTube because I can't post it elsewhere. All right. Okay, so let's get back to this. So Sunday goes. Can we put Sunday here for that reason? Because you can still do stuff on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And then why does Monday go down here for you? Because personally, I like Monday because Monday I get back to creative processes and thinking about things. It's exciting for me. It's fun for me.
I told you this should be individual.
Yeah.
Like a pretty personal thing. But if you ask me,
back to work.
Actually, if you ask me, I say Wednesday is the worst.
Wednesday is the worst.
Correct.
Why is Wednesday the worst?
Because Wednesday is our new sprint planning.
Okay, so there's a lot of busy stuff to do on Wednesday.
A lot of meetings, plannings in the morning and in the afternoon because I'm working for so many different groups. Mm-hmm. So Wednesday is a new sprint coming in my company. So that means Wednesday is the day we're planning for the next 2 weeks. And then Thursday is going to be working on things, Friday working on things, and Monday and Tuesday. And then the other Wednesday per week we'll have, sync up meetings to talk about what's going on, Usually Monday and Wednesday are the most sync up time and the planning.
So the most meetings happening then?
The most meeting happening on Wednesday in the morning. I have to sit there from 9:30 until 12 p.m. So it's a long time sitting there and then listening and planning for the meetings.
Stressful.
I can say Wednesday. And then before Wednesday, you have to make sure that you have your things need to working on for the next coming sprint. So Wednesday may be the worst day because a lot of meetings going on. Monday sometimes is not too bad because, it depends on, one sprint. That means 2 weeks.
Right. So it's not so much bad as in it's bad because it's stressful. It's stressful, right? It's more stressful. More work to do, more stressful, more meetings.
Yes, sometimes it's just but Friday people knows and they everyone is aware that Friday is Happy Friday. You're not supposed to schedule any urgent calls on Friday in the afternoon or
Yeah.
but it's fine to have some stand up on Friday morning. Sometimes you can skip it if you're, I just feel like a Friday is much more relaxed and nobody care about what you're working on. Mostly you're documenting stuff and finishing something, get ready for something for Monday. You don't have to talk a bunch of people or finish something in a deadline. I just feel Friday is really relaxing. If it's think about only talk about work, it's also fun.
Yeah.
It's not about okay, how can I rank this as you either work or not work. Friday
work is fun work. Can be fun work.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of pressure. You don't have your manager is not requesting something. It's not urgent. It's pretty common sense that you don't have to like work like a crazy person on Friday. So
Right.
at work, and I think Friday I like that because you can balance your work and you can also have fun on Friday in the afternoon or the evening, hang out with friends because
a little more social, more team building, more fun stuff.
Right. And then Saturday you don't have to work, but sometimes it depends on you have a plan or no. And relax and do your personal stuff and hang out and go place to visit, and you work on your personal stuff. And then Sunday as well. I think Sunday is also fine, but it really depends on what's your mindset. I learned this from one of my friend from Korea. She told me that no, Sunday is a holiday. You have to be happy on Sunday. So I take that very simple recommendation and you put that in my mind structure. Now I feel
be in the present, live in the moment.
Yeah, I feel Sunday is pretty good.
I think the whole week cycle thing is a cause of stress for a lot of people. I mean, Monday is famously the even Garfield the cat doesn't like Mondays, and he doesn't even have a job. He's just a cat, but it's his worst favorite or least favorite day of the week.
Yeah, Monday usually let's work.
So
get something done.
When I was in my early 20s, when I was 22 years old, I got this job at a hostel in Seattle, and I saw the guy who owned the hostel, that he was just living his life, and there was no line between work and life. And when I saw that, I thought, that's how it should be. I like that. If you don't care what day of the week it is, and you will work at 2 a.m. if you have to, or you take a day off, you have this no clear line between work and not work, and there's no weekly cycle where you do one cycle and then it's the next week. I personally prefer that. So if you say Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, I put them all at B or A. I think my list will probably look like, that, and then I move these up to B or A. Pretty much all the same for me. Similar. But I accept that we have a very different sort of work-life situation. What do you think?
Yeah, I think for you, I think Saturday might be the best day, and Wednesday you usually work really late.
Yeah, Wednesday I usually work from 8 until 11, pretty much. 8 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Yeah, I think Thursday is pretty good day as well. Thursday, you welcoming Friday, it's also...
Thursday's A tier. All right, I'm happy with this. If you guys want to check it out, I shared the link in the chat in YouTube. If you are watching elsewhere, you can search days of the week on tiermaker.com. And if you're listening to this later, then you can do the same thing. By the way, if you guys haven't already done so, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. That really helps out. That would be most appreciated. If you're listening, you can leave, for example, 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're watching or listening, do the little action that you can to show support. That really helps out the channel. If you haven't already done so, also you can check out my full courses in the links in the description. If you see the first link, that's Natural English Conversations, that is a free course that you can take, probably a good starting point for taking my courses. What?
Pink face.
That's the one that's pinkish, yeah. So the animated course. It's an hour long, but it teaches, I think there's some really good stuff shared in that. And it's a good way to sort of get started on my courses without having to make a big commitment. And then if you want to take something longer, you can pay me money for that. And I will be posting my writing course probably on Sunday evening or Monday morning. So please look out for that.
I heard when you're editing that course, the new upcoming course, you always say, this is going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome. This is going to be
You admire yourself
a
lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some of them I say, I don't really enjoy watching all my courses, but because you have to watch yourself, right? But people like it. Like, for example, Building Your English Brain. People love that course. That's a very highly rated course. But I can't even stand to watch it because it's my old thoughts. It's old Luke, you know what I mean? It's me from the past. It's a personal thing. It has nothing to do with the quality of the course. I think it's a really good course. It's just I don't like to see my thought processes 7 years ago, right? But for this writing course, I was watching it and I was like, whoa, good point. Very interesting.
I love your Build Your English Brain course very, very much. I think you're just not used to looking at your face.
That's what it is. It's very personal. It's just that I don't like, it's just my voice. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but anyway, okay, let's see if we've got any questions from people. Hello from Argentina. Hello. If you guys have questions for myself or Mushroom or want to share anything, plop those into the comments or the chat if you want. And I have a quiz planned as well, so we can get to that in a minute. All right. I want to try. That's fine. I want to try one more of these just because I'm curious, because I thought of one as we were talking. I want to see if they can do a famous person. Beethoven.
What is that?
Beethoven is the famous composer.
What's the composer?
Classical music composer. Dun 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 dun. That Beethoven.
Oh.
Looking at.
I learned this word.
Yeah, Beethoven. Looking at.
I thought that's a brand of the oven.
How do I want to say this? That's Are you thinking of the one with the big knobs, right? Titan? I forget what it's called. Beethoven watching.
Eating pizza.
No.
Eating salmon.
No.
Catching salmon.
No, I want to do something active. Beethoven watching.
Miyazaki's movie.
Okay, Beethoven watching a Miyazaki movie. Or should I say a Ghibli movie? Which one will it know? Let's try it. Beethoven watching a Miyazaki movie, and let's do it as a painting. Okay.
Why is generating 4?
It always generates 4 because then you can choose one of the 4.
Okay.
And you can then dive deeper into one of the 4. For example, for the tiger one, we would ignore the first one because it didn't have a pizza. Maybe we choose the one on the bottom right. You know what I'm talking about? Mm. Okay. Take the make wait. What is this? Safe results filter is enabled. Take the private results. What is this? That looks like Beethoven, but I don't see the watching a movie thing. Maybe this one's not so good. Maybe it doesn't know what a Miyazaki movie is.
Okay.
It looks like Beethoven, though. Okay. So you got me a telescope for my birthday. So we've kind of been looking at the moon, looking at Mars, looking at Jupiter, Saturn. So I've been telling you a little bit about this stuff, space, things like that. So what I did is I made a quiz with some questions. Some of the things I've already told you. Let's see if you remember, and some of the things I haven't. So all you have to do is guess if it's true or false. That's all you have to do. All right? I'm going to ask the question. You just say true or false, and then maybe we can talk about the right answer. You ready?
Yeah.
Space quiz. Question 1. The moon is
The moon
is made of cheese.
That's the truth.
That's true. Yep, that is true. The moon is made of cheese. Everybody knows it's actually made of Gouda. So if you go up there, it's actually quite scoopable. It's not a very hard cheese. It's not very crumbly. It's a scoopable cheese. It's very melty. You could put it on nachos. And it's amazing to me that we haven't actually sent people to the moon to collect the cheese and bring it back. That seems like that would be a great business model.
They also put a mirror on the cheese.
Yeah, they did. They put a mirror on the cheese so that they can see if the cheese is moving. Mm-hmm. If the cheese is jiggling back and forth, you never know. All right. Question number 2. This is a serious one. This is not a joke question. All right?
Okay.
If you are in space, that means outside of the Earth, floating in space. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not on the moon or anything. You're in space. Okay. And someone is playing a drum, dum, 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 10 feet away. You won't be able to hear it. True or false?
True.
True. Why do you think that's true?
Who knows? Is that true?
It is true, but why is it true? You're right. It's totally true. Do you know why it's true, though? Why can you not hear it? Even if you're this close to the drum.
Mayo air, ma.
Mayo air.
No air.
No air. Exactly. You need air. You need air to have the sound waves have to pass through air. Sound waves can pass through water. Sound waves can pass through air. But because space has no air, there are no sound waves. Exactly. Good. Well, good job. I bet you're going to get that one wrong. Great job. Earth, you ready for this? Or
yeah.
Let's say summer is warm because Earth is closer to the sun.
Right.
So you're saying that's true? Summer is warm because Earth, the planet, is closer to the sun.
The Earth is like this.
But does that mean the whole planet is closer to the sun?
No.
So true or false?
False.
False. So why is summer warmer? Why is summer warm?
Because it's this way.
The angle, yeah. So it's warm because of the angle of the Earth, not how that it's closer. It's the same distance, but it's either tilted this way or tilted this way.
I prefer this way.
You like this way.
Correct.
Wait a minute. This way if the sun is here? So you like winter. That's what you're saying. You like winter. You like this way.
Right.
Okay. So you like summer. I like this way. That's autumn and that's spring. Spring, summer, autumn. I like spring and autumn.
Next question.
Okay. You got it. So it's not about how close it is to the sun.
Easy.
It's about the angle of the sun's rays pointed toward. That's why when it's winter in the northern hemisphere, it is summer in Australia and South America and Africa, parts of Africa, and the opposite then in the other season. Bingo! Our galaxy will eventually crash into the Andromeda galaxy in about 5 billion years.
Right.
True, yeah. And what's going to happen then?
Someone will throw a cat
up,
throw the cat up. No, throw the cat up and then catch that cat to there.
The gravity of one planet will grab it. If you throw the cat. So two galaxies coming together. Maybe two planets will go like this close to each other. You can actually see the people on the other planet passing by. Hello. And they would say, do you have anything for us? How about a cat?
Want coffee?
If you throw the coffee, maybe the coffee will go up. So the gravity of the Earth and the gravity of this planet. Throw the cat. And it goes. And then the gravity of the other planet catches it. And it turns. And then. Whee! Thank you. Bye-bye. But the two galaxies will collide. So in a few billion years, the Andromeda galaxy will be very big in our sky. Our sky will be a giant galaxy, which is going to look very cool.
I want to see that.
We have to live a few billion years. That's easy enough.
Keep exercise.
Got to just exercise, eat lots of yogurt in the morning. Anything else? No, I think that's it.
Yeah, right.
That's the secret to living a billion years. Okay. I've got 4 more questions for you. Okay. Do you know the planet Saturn, the one with the rings?
Yeah.
It has rings around it, right?
Yeah.
I think I showed you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you had a swimming pool large enough to put Saturn, the planet, in, Saturn would float in the swimming pool. Right. Why do you think? Correct. Why do you think that's true?
Because I think this question.
You think I wouldn't ask the question? All right, let me change it. If you had a swimming pool large enough and you filled it with Coke Zero, would Saturn float?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think I framed that question wrong because it's kind of why would I ask that question unless it were true? Bad question. You know why, though?
I know.
Why?
It doesn't have gravity.
It has gravity.
The gravity is very light.
The gravity is very strong.
It's a full moon. No.
That's Jupiter.
One.
Jupiter has 58 moons. 58 moons, but only 4 are big.
Okay. That has only the potato moon?
No, that's Mars. One? Mars has the potato moon. Let me show you a picture.
You should answer this question.
I mean, it's obviously true, as you said.
I know, but you explaining why, right?
Yeah. Saturn is the one that has rings. You know what question I was thinking about asking you that I didn't?
Is this nothing inside? That's why it's floating?
It's not nothing inside, but it's not dense. It's not nearly as dense as a coffee cup. It's very very low density. You know how you have that stone, the volcanic stone that you scrape your skin with, and if you put it on water it floats?
Yeah.
That stone is just not dense enough, so it floats on water.
But
same thing.
Why it has a ring around it?
I was actually going to ask you about Saturn's rings. My question is going to be, if you stand on number 1, can you stand on Saturn's rings? And number 2, if you do, are they bouncy? Boing, boing, can you bounce? The answer is...
You cannot. No, you cannot. What's your first question?
Can you stand on Saturn's rings?
No.
And if so, are they bouncy?
No, you cannot even.
Can you imagine
stand
though
on
if you
it.
boing boing if you could bounce around? That'd be
No
so
way.
fun. Yeah, these are made of ice. It's little ice balls, basically. That's why it's so shiny. It's little balls of ice.
What do you mean, the ring?
The rings are made of tiny little balls of ice. Yeah, going around. It's because Saturn's gravity is so strong that a moon couldn't form. So it would have formed a moon, but instead gravity crunched it into a ring of ice, basically.
Super cool.
It's super cool.
I really want to go.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to bounce around the rings of Saturn. I just want to boing boing. I want to bounce around them.
You cannot.
Yeah, but that would be dope, though.
But how can you get close to this planet?
Yeah. This is a real picture. I mean, this is.
I know. But if you touch, can you touch it? How do you feel?
It would be gas. That's why it would float, because the gravity holds all the gas into the atmosphere. But because it's not dense enough, it's just basically it's gas, and so it's not dense enough. It's lighter than water, the H2O. H2O, yeah. It's just less dense than H2O, than water. That's all.
Okay.
So it would float.
Okay.
But if you put your hand in there, it would probably be warm. Put your hand in there. It wouldn't. I don't think it would be a clear line. It would be kind of a fuzzy line. It wouldn't be like a. It would be like a. It's a gradual. It's like the atmosphere, you know.
Okay.
Put your hand in there.
Do you cold? It's cold.
Hot.
Hot?
Yeah. It would be hot, I think, because of the gravity. But part of it might be cold. The rings are cold. These rings are cold, but you could, if you were beside the rings, you could be going by there with a little glass, and you could scoop some ice and then pour yourself a glass of whiskey.
Really?
Space whiskey, absolutely.
Ooh.
I think this is a real photo. Actual photo of Saturn. Yeah, this is a real photo of Saturn. See that?
Can we see that so close?
You'd have to be on a spaceship. And this is because there was some spacecrafts that flew by Jupiter and Saturn, flew by the planets, and took actual photos of them. So this is an actual photo of Jupiter flying by.
Can I see the bigger high resolution?
Yeah. There you go. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. What's that made?
I think it's mostly methane, which is what farts are made of,
Okay.
and oxygen, I think.
Can you make the fire on this planet? And it's gonna be like a fireball.
That's a very good question. I'm not sure about fire. So this is, you see these circles here? Remember we were looking at it last night? These are the stripes that you saw. And these orange ones, these are all big storms, like basically hurricanes.
We saw the red
You
dot.
saw this. Yeah, this is the red spot. I've heard that the red spot is actually getting smaller and may disappear eventually.
How long that will take?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 years? I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know. But that's pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
Jupiter. And Jupiter is very hot as well. Spicy.
True.
All right. Next question.
Okay.
I think you've got them all right, haven't you? Right? That's amazing.
Easy.
Yeah, the last question was too obvious. But I wish I would have asked the bouncy one. If you stand on the moon, you will feel heavier than if you're standing on Earth.
Right. Am I right?
No.
Oh, lighter?
Lighter, yeah.
Yeah, I said lighter.
No.
I said lighter.
Listen to my question. If you stand on the moon, you will feel heavier than if you're standing on the Earth.
No.
So you're changing your answer.
Right.
You got it wrong though. I gotta count that against you.
Okay.
It's the wrong answer. Yeah, you're right. You're. You will be lighter.
I will be lighter.
On the moon.
Of course.
Let's see. Jumping on the moon. If you jump on the moon.
Hey, that's a very obvious question. Of course you will be lighter.
What do you mean, of course?
I want to say lighter.
Why? But why, though?
God, this is so cute. Because the...
Over hill and dale.
Apollo sent a dozen Americans to roll
It's very
the surface
bouncy.
of the moon,
Right, it's
and 15
bouncy.
others to fly into the grasp of its 1/6 gravity.
Hippity hoppity hippity.
So, you would feel that you weigh only 1/6.
Because the gravity, right?
Yes.
How you feel it, because the Earth, the gravity is different than the moon.
Earth's gravity is stronger because Earth is bigger, more mass.
Right.
Yeah. So the moon is smaller.
I know. This is pretty basic.
Okay,
thing,
well,
right?
I mean, yeah.
I want to bounce on the moon.
I think it looks fun. The only reason they look a little heavier is because these suits are extremely heavy, actually. But you still have your muscles that you got from being on Earth. So on the moon, suddenly you feel very light. If you have a light spacesuit, that would be super fun. Okay, I think I have one more question. 2 more questions. You ready?
Mm-hmm. How come 2 more questions? I thought we already answered so many questions.
Yeah, I have 2 more. These are very simple. And the second one is going to be...
Ask me.
I'm going to change this.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Control, command. Eh?
Okay.
Okay.
1 year on Jupiter, it's the last one we looked at, is 12 Earth years. That means one time Jupiter goes around the sun, one time, takes 12 Earth years. True or false?
True.
See, that's why I wanted to change it. Because I realize it's obvious. Why would I ask that question?
Too late.
Okay, let me ask it again. 1 year on Jupiter is 100 Earth years.
False.
Okay, last question. Great job. Hold on. I'm changing the questions
And
because
then
I'm
that's
realizing that now maybe I'm doing a double thing where you don't know. Over 10 million Earths could fit inside the sun.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not right. How many?
I don't know. But it's not
Because I
10.
changed the number?
Correct.
Yeah, I just added a 0. It's 1 million. So that's how big the sun is. You could put 1 million Earths inside of the sun. That's pretty big. Think about that. Da. Huge.
Huge. Ah.
You know what I wanted to say?
What?
Okay. All right. Well, I think we're going to go to the city. What's going on? Korean food. Can't wait for that. What else?
Laptop.
Yeah. And?
Haircut.
Appointment. Yes. Yours, not mine. I don't go all the way to New York City to get my hair cut. I drive 5 minutes down the street and someone cuts my hair for $20.
It's good for you.
Do you think you just like the ritual of going to the city to do it, or is just that's where the good people are?
That's where good people are. I had a couple of times to try some. I don't know. I just like to find a Chinese person to cut my hair.
The best.
Make more sense.
Yeah, because you can communicate what you want very
it's not about
specifically.
community. It's a way of. I mean, I have short hair, and we're just understand. So we're having same background I don't know why. It's just easier for me.
It just
I
is.
like the, I like the style as a result better than others.
Yep. Okay. Unique hello from the Philippines. Amar is here. Let's see if maybe we can answer a couple questions if there are any. Kubernetes is always getting the answers right. I like winter as well. What do you want to read that out?
Yeah.
Anything worth sharing there? Hello, everybody. Hi, Luke and Mushroom. Omniscient. Simon Whistler has some cool videos about space on the Geographic channel, maybe National Geographic. You can't start a fire there because there's no O2. There's no O2 on Jupiter? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. I think there is O2. I think it's methane and O2. What gases are on Jupiter? Atmosphere, Jupiter is extremely dense. Hydrogen, helium, and small amounts of methane and ammonia. Would just hydrogen, if it's 90% hydrogen, would hydrogen by itself burn? Or does it have to be only oxygen burns? I don't know. I don't know. No.
That can burn.
It's hydrogen burns, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Just H burns.
Yeah.
By itself. Okay. I don't know. I didn't do very well in chemistry class. You can't start a fire there because there's no O2. Amar, I question that. There is no O2, but Mushroom says that hydrogen can burn. So I don't know.
H2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can burn.
Does it burn with normal fire though? Like if you were in a room filled with only H2 and you went
yeah, it can be explode.
It would explode. Okay.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't burn,
Very
it would
dangerous.
explode.
Don't do that at home.
Amar says it has to be O2 to burn. I feel like O2 oxygen is not the only thing that can burn, Amar. But I would never bet on that.
I'm very, very good at the chemistry class before.
So you're willing to stake your reputation on this. O2 would explode. All right.
Give all my credit to my teacher.
H2 is fuel, but you have to have O2 to start the fire.
That is true.
Okay.
In order to burn H2?
So if he said H2 is the fuel, but you have to have O2 to start the fire.
And then that will become water.
I don't care.
H2 plus O2, you fire it and it's water.
So we could go to Jupiter with lighters and just with a water bottle just and like that? Jupiter water?
It has not a big amount of water, of course. Depends on how much.
Yeah.
H2 plus O2 is O2 is the medium in order to burn H2, but H1 can be born.
I see. You need 3 elements to start a fire, basically.
Come on, this is a middle
I'm sorry,
school.
I forget it. I forgot everything about chemistry. I really, Amar says you need 3 elements to start a fire, basically. Heat, fuel, and O2.
Right. And then the result is water.
Okay.
The first year in the middle school is just...
I had chemistry, but I don't remember
I
it.
think that's the easiest class.
It was a class I hated the most. Even though physics explains everything about, people still hold on to these superstitious beliefs. So why they meet a cat in the morning, they believe their day will be messed up. So my question is, do you think there will ever come a time where people would dismiss these superstitious beliefs? That's actually an interesting question. I think that superstitions are built into human psychology. I don't think we can avoid them. I don't really believe in any of them, but I still sometimes little things pop up in my mind, and I find myself thinking, why is that thought there? It's a superstitious thought, and it's really hard to push it away. It's weird. I think it's kind of built in. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't understand it, but just read this sentence, the first one.
Atmosphere and weather.
There's so many words that I don't know.
Jupiter's extremely dense and relatively dry atmosphere is composed of a mixture of hydrogen, H, helium, He? Helium, He, yeah.
Okay.
And smaller amounts of methane, basically farts, and ammonia. Ammonia is, it's got a strong smell.
S.
No, I don't know. I can't remember. Chemical I don't care.
I'm curious.
You want to know what ammonia is? Chemical symbol of ammonia. Oh,
NH3.
NH3. So it's a molecule. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed by my lack of chemical knowledge. Do you know this?
I don't know this.
Do you know CH4?
Yes.
Okay, CH4 is farts.
Farts.
Yeah. And NH3 is ammonia. It's used. People use it for cleaning. It's a cleaning. It has a strong smell. Use it for cleaning. It's got a really strong smell. I can't believe we're talking about chemistry, Mushroom. This is not what I had planned for today.
Can you
Hold on. I might as well share my screen. Okay. Anything else you want to know about chemistry? Here's the. There you go. I mean, there it is. Forget about it. Easy. You just take three blue balls, any 3 blue balls, and you connect any 3 blue balls to one yellow ball, and then you've got something you can clean with.
3. Okay.
Chemistry is so boring.
This is so fun.
This is fun?
You can check H2 plus O2. H2.
Wait a minute. H2 plus O2. H2O or H2?
O2. See? It's H2O.
Why is there not H2O2? Why is there no 2 here? Where's the other O?
I don't remember why, but I know is.
Well, I do know this. Thank you. I mean, I know how that works. Oh, H2O2 is 2H2O, meaning there's 2 water molecules. Oh my god, this is horrible. What are we doing? Amar says blue. That's right, Amar. This is chemistry. You got your blue balls, you got your yellow balls. That's really all you need. And
that is the green balls.
Well, these are light blue balls.
Correct.
In light blue balls, you get something different if you have light blue balls.
What's wrong with your voice?
Super curious. Don't mind learning something, even if I hate it. Ammonia smells rancid. Yeah, ammonia really smells bad. It's for cleaning. Amar, are you a chemist? I would feel better if you are a chemist. That would make me feel a lot better. I feel like an idiot today. I'm so sorry, everyone. If I ever put out a chemistry course, please do not take it.
Did you write down all the questions? Just want to embarrass me?
No, you got them all right.
But that was your
I didn't want to embarrass you. I thought I wanted to make them easy.
You
No,
said, I'm gonna make Mushroom look so bad.
I didn't though. That wasn't my plan.
Oh, really?
No. I made the questions deliberately relatively easy so that you would get them all right because I wanted you to look good. And then you humiliated me with my lack of chemistry knowledge. And now I look like an idiot.
I mean, everyone knows this.
All right. Well, okay. Thanks everybody for watching. It is time for us to go. Appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday doing my usual thing. So please do join for that. For English questions, I'll be talking through idioms and phrases and all of that stuff as usual. That's going to be at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday and then also on Friday. What else? Yeah, hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend and you do something fun. We're going to head out to the city and do some stuff. So thanks everybody. Take care. Have a good one. And see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.